All right.
All right, pressing, got it. Welcome. I'm Justice Evelyn Wilson, and I would like to call the meeting of the 10th Judicial District Nominating Commission to order. I am the chair of the Nominating Commission, and the purpose of this meeting is to discuss the method of selecting and submitting candidate names to the governor for the 3 new positions in the 10th Judicial District. We have scheduled interviews, and this morning we're going to discuss the method of selecting and submitting the candidate names to the governor. I have provided a copy of a couple of statutes for the commission's consideration, KSA 20-2909 and 20-2910, which speak to this. Doesn't speak very much about it though. So I can tell you that some of the other nominating commissions in this position have submitted 5 names to the governor for each separate position. They submitted the same 5 names for each candidate, but they did submit a separate letter for each candidate. So I'll just open up the floor to the nominating commission for discussion on that point. Greg.
Justice, I'll repeat what I think we had some brief discussion with on at our last meeting. I think I've been on this commission for 6 years, and we have always only been filling a single position. But the commission, I believe unanimously each time, has chosen to send 3 names to the governor instead of the statutorily allowed 5. Primarily, in my mind, and I think as articulated by the commission, because this nominating commission allows us in Johnson County to have some local control over the nominees we send to whomever is governor. And for that reason, I have always supported sending a smaller number of our most highly qualified candidates. And so my recommendation today would be that we agree to send 5 names, and whether we send 5 at one time and the same 5 names for each position, or send 3 for position 1, and then add in the 4th person for position 2, and then add in the 5th person for position 3. I don't care so much about that process as sending our 5 best qualified nominees as determined by this local control commission. That's my discussion. I'm not going to try to make any kind of motion at this point.
Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot to do one thing, and I'd like to do that before we move on to the other things. I need to establish that we do have a quorum, and I didn't do that because I can see that we do, but some people are just listening and they're not viewing us on YouTube. So I'm just going to go through the list of all the commission members and then just say here if you are here. Tom Bath, Annabeth Serbaugh, Rick Gwynn.
Here.
Doug Brownlee. Laura McConwell.
Here.
Josie Herrera.
Here.
Kevin Moriarty.
Here.
James Griffith.
Here.
Greg Musel.
Here.
Stephanie Moore.
I'm here.
Kelly Ryan.
Here.
Chris Tellerico. Stephen Tatum.
Here.
Samuel Turner Sr.
Here.
Thank you. We do have a quorum, so we can go ahead and thank you for that interruption. Please proceed. Yes, Laura.
Following up on Greg's comment on the sending of the 5 and possibly doing it for all 3 positions, a concern that we discussed that if we did three and then add one after the court picked the first, or judge or governor picked the first one, and then add another one after the governor picked the second one, that would elongate the process. So there'd be 60 days, 60 days, and 60 days. And I think that our thought had been, so I think I would concur with Greg that we do the 5 and send up all 3 positions so that they can be evaluating and moving those in the 60-day process, in that 60-day process. So that's all I have to suggest.
Stephen.
Our task is to get the, to go through all of the information we have about all the applicants and end up with the best, or hopefully what we believe through our process is the best candidates for judicial positions. So I think if we can come down, talking about Ms. McConnell's comments, to the what we feel through our process is the 5 best, and then that sounds like a good process.
Rick.
I agree with Greg's proposal and Laura's caveat and Judge Tatum's comments. I'm ready to make a motion that we send 5 names all at once, requesting that 3 judges be selected from those 5 names. Once one is selected, the judge, or excuse me, the governor would then pick from 4. Once the second selection was made, the governor would pick from the remaining 3 names. So that's my motion.
I second.
And that was
Sam
Sam Turner?
Yeah.
Right, seconded it. My only comment is that perhaps we should send 3 letters. I mean, that's just a matter of form, that I would send 3 letters with the same 5 names. The first position would be choose from these 5. Second letter would be choose from these 5 less the person you've already chosen for the previous position. And then the third letter, the same 5 names less the 2 people you have already chosen for the previous 2 positions. Would that be acceptable way of doing that as a matter of form? Does anyone object to that?
No, do you think, are you asking if Rick would amend his motion to include that?
I will amend the motion to include that.
Okay. Mr. Turner, Sam, is that
Yes.
acceptable to you? All right. Okay. That's the motion on the floor then. Is there any more discussion? All right. I will, again, since we're on YouTube, I'm going to ask for a voice vote, one at a time. Yay or nay? Rick Gwynn,
Yay.
Laura McConwell,
Yay.
Josie Herrera,
Yay.
Kevin Moriarty,
Yay.
James Griffith,
Yay.
Greg Musel,
Yes.
Stephanie Moore,
Yay.
Kelly Ryan,
Yay.
Stephen Tatum,
Yay.
Sam Turner.
Yay.
All right, the motion passes unanimously. Is there any further business before the commission?
Justice Wilson,
Yes, Greg.
I had communicated yesterday with your office just because we had a couple questions from applicants about when their interview would actually be scheduled on the 29th or 30th of August. And I was told that will go out this week, that they will be contacted with their exact time. So I thought everybody might want to know that when they talk to their anxious candidates.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Greg. Anything else? Kelly?
Justice Wilson,
are you setting the schedule for the interviews? Because I know of at least one that has asked for, they're in trial and they wanted to do it at a specific time. I'm not sure if you're aware of those requests.
Yes, we're aware of one. Judge Ashford had,
I'll send another one then.
okay. Because we will accommodate, she asked for an accommodation being either first or last, and I was happy to do that. So if there's another one,
Yeah.
they might want to be first or last also, and that would fill the 2 slots then of
Yeah.
first and last. Yeah, that would work out just fine. Anything else before the commission? Yes, Rick.
Real quick, I'm asking for maybe Kevin Moriarty's memory on this. We have, as a commission, at the conclusion of the interview process, narrowed the field based upon each of us noting our selections. And I'm just asking if you recall how that process has taken place in the past.
Exactly like we're doing now. We submitted, you may recall, when we had 2 openings at one time, but they came in at different times. We submitted 3 names. And then we had a 4th name that we already selected that we sent up immediately after one was selected. So
Yeah,
this is the exact same process.
Yeah, my question maybe wasn't real clear. We
Okay.
have 27 applicants.
Yeah.
And my question was, how do we get to the 5 that are then submitted to the governor?
Oh, actually, that's by the rules too. You have to, it's a voting process and you have to have at least 5 or half of the votes to go to the next round. And then when you get to the last 5, that's who it is.
Very good.
And remember,
All right.
last time we voted, we only had, or there was no question because everybody came up with the same names. So we didn't even have to have a second vote last time. Because the 3 of them got all the votes.
That answers my question. Thanks.
Laura, did you have a
Well, I was
comment or
gonna say,
question?
I think we also vote on those specific rules at the very beginning of the process on the 29th and 30th. So that Kevin just describes. Yeah, so I think it's just, we all need to go back and refresh our recollection about what the rules say before we show up on the 29th. Is my suggestion.
And we do our vote on a paper ballot that, while in the meeting, we don't really talk about it until afterwards. The ballots are subject to public record inquiry if anyone wants to look at them.
And they
Yes.
have the last 2 times.
All right, anything else?
When will our day start? On August the 29th.
We determined that, but I can't remember. Kevin, are we starting at 8 o'clock?
Yes.
7:30?
I think we're starting at 8 o'clock. Kelly's going to have breakfast. He's going to have his own chef there and to be making
Yes.
individual.
No, I'll do it myself.
Oh, good.
And then we're going to go, but I don't think the candidates start until 9.
Right,
Because
yeah.
you're going to give us the background on the ethical, financial, and criminal.
Right.
And the location again.
Johnson County Courthouse.
We'll
Where,
get directions for you. You'll be on the 2nd floor in a conference room that's adjoining to the jury assembly room. There's also jurors coming in that same Monday morning, so we'll get you directed around over there.
Sounds good.
All right. And thank you again, Kelly, for doing all of that, and to the Johnson County Commission for paying for our refreshments. I appreciate that. Okay, anything else? All right, great. Have a good day, everyone.
Thank you.
Meeting